Hello, space explorers. As you know, my journey to extract mythic artifacts in Space Simulator on Roblox has been a bumpy ride. I've hit rock bottom more than once, losing every mythic I had. It got to the point where I barely even looked for them, just doing the bare minimum to keep my skills from getting too rusty. I was stuck in a rut, and honestly, I was starting to lose hope of ever getting back on top. During that slump, the only thing I managed to snag was the iridium pickaxe. Everything else, including the alien drill, was lost over and over again. I tried to push it out of my mind, only testing my luck occasionally. But then, the Starfarer helmet appeared. Suddenly, everything changed. I knew I had to get my hands on it, and the reason was simple: it was a total game changer for me. My favorite journey in Space Simulator has always been exploring the Centaurs. With the Starfarer helmet, that exploration would be much easier and way more fun. Plus, it would allow me to create better guides to help all of you find them too. But there was a problem. My skill level was still lagging behind, and no matter how much I practiced, I just wasn't seeing any real progress. I was actually ready to give up, but right when I was about to call it quits, an amazing group of space explorers stepped in. They shared incredible tips and pro secrets that completely changed the game for me. In this video, as I show off my new alien drill and Starfarer helmet, I'm going to pass that knowledge on to you. Because truthfully, my recent success belongs entirely to them. They are the ones who are going to show you how to truly master mythic artifacts. Everything I've achieved lately is thanks to their advice, so pay close attention. I really hope their wisdom helps you improve your extraction skills just as much as it helped me. Let's dive in and see how it's done, space explorers. Titania. First, we have Titania, who reminds us that focus is everything. There's a clever trick you can use during extraction. Try to stay right in the middle. When you're drilling through an artifact filled with sharp peaks, don't go to high or to low. Sometimes, you might even have to sacrifice a few points to maintain your rhythm. It takes patience, but with enough practice, you can definitely succeed. Siraj. Siraj suggests shifting your perspective and treating the extraction like a real battle. If you can tap into that warrior spirit, your motivation and willpower will naturally grow. This inner drive is what helps you push through the frustration and eventually find and secure those rare mythic artifacts. When you approach it with the heart of a fighter, you'll find you have much more control than you actually thought. Demir. Demir has a very specific technical tip for handling difficult patterns. When you see a low dot coming right after a high one, keep your laser up and stop clicking just a few moments before you reach that high point. If you time it perfectly, you'll actually manage to activate both the high and the low dots at once. It's all about the rhythm, and mastering this specific timing will save your artifacts countless times. Gavin. Gavin is a big believer in the power of repetition. He says you should focus entirely on the artifacts and just keep practicing. It might feel impossible at first, but after doing it for a while, the whole process becomes a lot easier. You will definitely struggle in the beginning, but as you practice more and time goes by, losing artifacts will become a rare occurrence. Persistence is the key to becoming a master explorer. Naman Babu. Naman Babu brings a vital piece of advice for the mental game. Thinking positive always helps. When you're facing a tough mythic extraction, maintaining an optimistic outlook is much better than letting negative thoughts take over. It keeps your hands steady and your mind clear. Even when a pattern looks impossible, staying positive gives you that small edge you need to pull through and finally succeed in your mission. Misbah Majid. Misbah Majid suggests a more analytical approach. Watch videos of the most skilled players out there. Don't just watch for fun. Really try to understand their specific techniques and how they handle the tricky spots. Once you've studied how the pros do it, take those lessons back into your own practice sessions. Combining observation with hands-on practice is one of the fastest ways to level up your skills in Space Simulator. Depostrophe. Depostrophe wants to remind everyone about the power of the alien drill. Keep in mind that having this specific tool makes getting mythics a whole lot easier. Because it's such a game changer, it's a great reason to do your absolute best to extract it whenever you find it. Think of the alien drill as your ultimate goal. Once you finally have it, the rest of your mythic journey will feel much more manageable and rewarding. Swift Shadows. Swift Shadows has some comforting words for when things go wrong. Don't get sad when you lose a mythic artifact. Most of the time, it really just comes down to luck and whether or not you get a good pattern. Many great players have lost mythics simply because they were handed a terrible pattern right at the start. So don't beat yourself up, just keep your head up and move on to the next one with a smile. Emmanuel TS keeps it simple, never give up. If you keep trying and refusing to quit, sooner or later, that artifact will be yours. It's easy to feel down when you lose something rare, but don't let that sadness stop you. Just keep putting in the effort and stay dedicated to the grind. Your hard work will eventually pay off, as long as you stay persistent and keep pushing forward every single day you play. Static Roblox. According to Static Roblox, the struggle is real, but the journey is absolutely worth it. It's important to remember that this isn't just about a single match or a one-time win. It's a long-term journey. Every failure is just a part of your story as a space explorer. When you view the process as a marathon rather than a sprint, the pressure starts to lift, and you can truly appreciate how much you are growing over time. Ahmed brings up a very practical point that many of us miss: mind the limits of your device. Sometimes the lag is what's actually holding you back. You should try changing your screen resolution or even lowering the Roblox graphics settings. A smoother frame rate can make a massive difference in your reaction time and precision. Don't let your hardware be the reason you miss out on your next big mythic artifact. Amelinda Extra 4403 has a great tip for when things get intense. If you feel like you're losing the artifact, just relax and try to stay with it as long as you can. If you see a pattern with many peaks, try to focus on catching just the bottom or just the top. Then, if the zigzag pattern is almost at the end, that's your moment to go for the upper part. Staying calm and making those small adjustments is the key. Duolingo4499 tells us to never lose our willpower. There's a bit of a life lesson here too. If Life or Space Simulator takes something from you, it will surely give you something better in return later on. Don't let a lost artifact drain your spirit. Stay strong and keep your focus, because the game has a way of rewarding those who stay determined and don't let setbacks define their entire experience as an explorer. Chasin Arabia believes in a two-step process for success: search and practice. First, do your research to find the best strategies and locations, and then put that knowledge into action. There are no shortcuts here, you have to put in the work to see the results. By constantly seeking out new information and refining your skills through repetitive practice, you'll eventually find that mythics aren't so out of reach after all. Rainy Season TSS reminds us that even the greatest space explorers have lost countless mythics and legendaries. The difference is that they never gave up hope. If you stay hopeful, it will eventually happen for you too. Practice is essential, and if you just keep trying, you will eventually secure those mythic artifacts. So keep your faith, don't throw it away, and stay committed to your goals no matter what. Bewitch notes that many explorers face a very hard learning curve. It takes a lot of persistence and following tips from those more skilled than you. For example, Hugh suggests staying in front of the dots to give yourself some forgiveness during tricky spots. Titania also suggests keeping your drill head in the middle to skim the edges of the dots. Above all, try to maintain a sense of calm. Cosmic Legend 9000. Finally, Cosmic Legend 9000 suggests that it's okay to take a break from time to time. If the artifacts are getting to you, go try something else for a bit, like exploring the centaurs. Stepping away for a while allows you to clear your head and come back to the artifacts with a fresh perspective and better focus. Sometimes, the best way to get better at something is to step away and return with a renewed spirit. Extracting mythic artifacts will never be easy. Even if you're willing to go to places closer to Earth, like Callisto, Miranda, and Pluto, or travel to more distant planets like Sedna, Eris, and Makemake, things can easily go wrong. After all, we're talking about exploring space, a place that, before being fascinating, is hostile and full of dangers. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope you found it helpful. See you, space explorers.